From our Cape Town studios by COPE leader Mosiuoa Lekota. Mr. Lekota, thanks very much for your time. And of course, it's for a very good reason that we are speaking to you in the wake of the death of Moss Chikane. The two of you go a very long time back. You've got quite a bit of history there between the two of you.
Good day. Yes, indeed. We started working together sometime after we came back from Robben Island, and we started the movement to set up the United Democratic Front, which we formed in 1983. Moss was part of the Mamelodi Civic Association and mobilized organizations around Pretoria, Witwatersrand, and the Vaal, and later on he became the provincial secretary of the United Democratic Front in the Transvaal, which at that time encompassed the Northwest, Limpopo, Mpumalanga, and the Gauteng province. So it was a very big area that he coordinated. And I must say that he distinguished himself in that coordinating role as the provincial secretary. He organized everywhere, and we launched the campaign against P.W. Botha's New Deal, which was nothing else but the tricameral parliament and the black local authorities for black communities in the townships. It was as a result of our campaign to put pressure on the government to release the leaders of our people, to allow the exiles to return, to unban the banned organizations and the people that were banned, so that all of the people of South Africa could get an opportunity to negotiate a settlement that for the first time would give equal political rights to all South Africans without regard to color or race. A consequence of this is that the boycott of the tricameral parliament and the black local authorities was very successful, and P.W. Botha's government was frustrated, and as a consequence of which they arrested very many of us. I think there was almost like 40 of us across the country detained variously. And in the end, 22 of us were charged in what came to be known as the Delmas I treason trial. It started in Bethel and later came to Delmas, and at the end ended up in Pretoria with, of the 22, 11 convicted, 11 set free, and of the 11, 6 were sentenced to prison terms, and others were suspended, sentences went out. Comrade Moss was a key player in keeping the spirit of the people, both inside and outside prison, on the move. And even when we went to Robben Island, he played a very positive role, ensuring that all of the comrades who were sentenced kept together and stayed firm on their determination. We were very lucky when we took our case on appeal. We were able to get it dismissed, and then of course we were released and returned back. And then again he threw himself deep into the work of democratizing the country, ensuring that the setting up of the structures of the liberation organization, principally in this case the African National Congress. As you have already mentioned, he ended up in Parliament. When he left Parliament, he served the country abroad. We of the Congress of the People are very sad at the loss of such a dedicated fighter in freedom and struggler for democracy. It is indeed a very great loss to the people of our country. And we'd like to convey our sympathies to his family, to his friends, to his organization, and communities that he served across the length and breadth of our country. And we wish his soul rest in peace, and we hope that his life will continue to inspire generations of South Africans to struggle for justice, to ensure that our country evolves into a great democracy that we hoped for it, both in the years of struggle at CODESA and beyond.
Mr. Lekota, a beautiful message there to the family and to the people who were in the life of Moss Chikane. It's a difficult time for our country, isn't it, where we are very quickly losing our major struggle icons, where they've come to the end of their lives.
Yes, I do think that the men and women who moved the length and breadth of our country, who gave their sweat, tears, and blood for our democracy, are passing on. But South Africa must reproduce itself. I think a new generation will come up and will hopefully fill the gaps that are being left behind by those who are passing on.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thanks very much for your time, sir.